But a few years later, somewhere after 2000, I saw one advertisement in our association notice board which said wanted young advocates as juniors, and said preferred, ladies preferred.
I have seen among youngsters that young lawyers, now the lady young lawyers are equally capable, talented, but suffer on account of lack of
Opportunities.
I felt so sad for that lawyer. I went and told him. He said, ನೀನೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದೀಯನೆಯ ಕೋರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಸರ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ನೇ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಒಬ್ಬನಿಗಾದರೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ ನಾನು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. He was happy.
This, as we speak about sharing wealth of knowledge, and I must say that I have been the recipient of substantial wealth of your knowledge,
I am grateful
which I
to
am
you.
very thankful to you. When I speak about myself, sir, and even when if any listener, young, what shall I say, a lady in her 20s would listen to this conversation, she would see that predominantly our examples are, or rather what's coming from you and all, are very male referred. This, I think, is not to just for that person. What I want to say is, this is not the old time thinking. This is like in your growing up years, this is what you have seen. You have seen all men around you, and your vocabulary also has become that way. Why I say so is probably you are one of the few well-known seniors around 2.5 decades ago who braved to take a lady junior in your office. And I believe, sir, it was those times when many officers were not equipped to take lady juniors. But a few years later, somewhere after 2000, I saw one advertisement in our association notice board which said wanted young advocates as juniors, and said preferred, ladies preferred.
Oh, good.
So that was very good, and I was silently, yes, silently I thanked you that at that time you took. But what was your, what are your thoughts on this profession vis-a-vis, because it's a very male-dominated profession at the end of the day, especially in the courts, not in the firms per se, or
That's right.
But in the court, in the High Court and Supreme Court, as I have been seeing, it's a very male-dominated profession. Very little scope for ladies to make it. But one of those, as they say, ray of hopes have come from your office and many other offices where ladies have really done well. Few of them. Because I think ladies have other difficulties to
That's right.
to make it. But what do you see, sir, as future for ladies in this profession?
You see, it's important to have talent.
Talent is gender neutral.
Correct.
It
it's an
cannot,
underlining feature
yes,
of any advocate,
yes,
or maybe in every profession,
yeah, in every field.
But I have a lot of respect for lady lawyers, even youngsters, in a good sense, of course, that they have dual roles to play. They either play as a daughter plus legal profession, sister legal profession, wife legal profession, mother legal profession.
Okay.
She is like 24 hours, somebody who is giving all her time. She should know how to manage her time. Time management is essential. But the fact of the matter is, develop a confidence among the seniors that you are capable of doing it. The problem with many seniors who think if they have lady juniors in the office, they have their own several personal issues and problems at home. Not even problems in a good family. At least the time has to be devoted. So they may not devote enough time in the profession to assist or to take over to argue. See, lot of male lawyers, as you said, they not only work in the office, they sometimes carry the homework. A lady lawyer cannot carry a homework easily. She has a lot of work at home. And this is something a senior must take it out of his mind. It is not the time that is spent, it is the quality of work that is important. I have seen among youngsters that young lawyers, now the lady young lawyers are equally capable, talented, but suffer on account of lack of
Opportunities.
How do we improve this situation?
Yes, sir.
That should come from the seniors, especially the senior lawyers. See, they should not use them only for research work. They must give them small briefs to go and argue. Doesn't matter. You know the result. At least 90% you know. Unless the man sitting there does something.
You will be able to assess how good is your
As a
case.
senior, you know how good is the case, you will assess. Doesn't matter. Give it to a junior to handle. Encourage. That is more important.
Be it lady or
Yes.
man, whatever.
See, but my experience has been the lady juniors spend quality time and they do a lot of research when
So,
compared to young
for example,
boys.
what you're trying to say, if I've understood it right, a male junior may be in the office probably from 9 to 9 or from 9 to 10, 11. But a lady junior with lesser number of hours may give equal output.
Correct. So you must recognize that
recognize
talent
that.
and then encourage. And secondly, I have seen, maybe tomorrow so many will shout at me,
Okay.
is the fact that a lady junior, when she comes to the office, anyway, before I say that, you must have a separate table and 2 chairs in front of you for every junior.
Okay.
You can't make the junior
Make
sit.
accommodation for the.
Correct.
So this also makes the junior feel
Correct.
that I'm important and my work is respected. So
You
provide
can't
them
have-
good space
yes, you
to
can't
sit.
have whoever it is,
Yeah,
male,
male or female, whoever.
female.
Yes.
You can't have a huge table and make 6 juniors sit together. It's impossible. They will not learn. Their conversation most of the time will be which
Just
hotel
chit
is
chat.
good,
Yeah, with chit chat.
which movie is good,
Yeah.
and what kind of digital things that
That's
they
going
can
on.
display their knowledge,
Yes.
etc.
Yes.
I've seen this
Okay.
personally.
Okay.
So a senior must recognize and must tell them. See, if you not tell the child as a father in the initial stages, the child will become a
Correct.
difficult situation when he grows or she grows to handle. From the beginning, you must sow the seeds of all these aspects into their minds.
I remember, sir, when we were in Kumara Park office, we had, of course, other juniors in the office, and then you came to me and specifically told me that there is one toilet on the other side of the room where I would sit, and you have told everybody in the office, because all of them were males.
Yes.
I was the only female. You said that is kept dedicated for lady, so you should use that. So these very small, sensitive issues, I think, would be a huge encouragement for ladies, I think, if
Very
small things like this, that the lady will feel, yes, I am being cared and my work has a value. I think that mindset has to slowly change.
See, every senior lawyer who was doing very well in the profession will have 10, 15, 20 cases on a day. There are days when I used to have 30, 35 cases, you remember.
Correct.
So when he allots the work, he should not allot just because he is a boy.
Boy, and then there is a girl.
And discriminate against a girl.
Has to be
Talent
based
is
on the
important.
talent and their capacity to
And then allocate the work. I won't say distribute.
Sir,
Allocate
you
the work.
spoke about digital aspect. Today everything is online, so much we are able to do. It has brought about so many positive aspects, that lawyers are able to gain more time. We are saving time from distance, traveling every day. And then if there are small matters like orders and all, advocates can appear online. And the my experience, recent appointed judges who are like in the recent, they are okay. They are very what shall I say?
Digital.
Don't take it. Yeah, they don't take it as an offense if you appear digitally. But some judges do take it offense. That is one aspect of the matter. Now, all proceedings in the court, and we are not ready for this, sir. So that's what you see the the age, what shall I say, generation thinking gap in that itself. As advocates and judges, we are not used to this today's live streaming of court proceedings. While it is good for a litigant to know, like you were telling me that advocate would take an adjournment in the court and go and tell outside that I did this and I did this. No, those things are no longer. Why so many good aspects are there? One or two bad things are bringing a lot of disrespect to the judiciary at large, where the comments or the proceedings of the court are taken out of context and made into small videos of what the judge has given a sermon, or what the judge has given a upanyas in the court to various laypersons. And then will this not lower down the dignity of the court if only negative things are circulated among people?
See, as you rightly said, there is lot of editing process.
Yes, that happens. Correct.
If a judge is talking something and people who do not like his views edit in such a way that only things which are not palatable
is circulated among their own groups.
Yes, that is.
And it also comes with the opinion of the advocates or so and so.
Social media.
In social media, it just goes. And we know, we are in the system, we know that that's what actually really happened. But when we meet our friends, they will say, is this what the judge said? Is it what he or she thinks like that? So how to, rather we should now be very mindful of what we say in the court, how judges express in the court. You think, sir, that its time has come?
Time has come to a stage where now today everything is being broadcast.
Correct.
Everybody
so we should be cautious of what we are saying in the court.
Cautious.
Both the judges and the advocates.
The lawyers, cautious about it. And there is a great responsibility on the social media. See, they should be true to their own character. I would say especially journalists. Just to get their TPR.
Yes, so they just take this.
They need news, which is hot and taja. They don't see the other part of what the judge has said
and what it will have an impact in the society and the new next generation that is coming.
Correct. And today, one of the examples is the case of Chief Minister. I shouldn't say much because sub judice.
Yes, that recent hearing that we had, yes.
It is being telecast. And some people have the opinion that only if top lawyers are engaged, you may get some relief. You are sending a wrong signal. And sometimes top lawyers, they come and say all kinds of things. I remember a case where under the Motor Vehicles Act, an amendment was challenged. One advocate who hardly had any practice, he was also engaged by one of the fleet owners. Maybe, I won't call it fleet, 2-3 bus owners. A lot of fleet owners engaged top lawyers. K.K. Venugopal came and argued, so many. On the first day, this lawyer, who hardly had any work, he argued a point and the Chief Justice dismissed it orally, saying that there is nothing in what you are talking. 3 top senior lawyers from Delhi said the same point, enlarged with a flowery language, and that was accepted by the Chief Justice. I felt so sad for that lawyer. I went and told him. He said, "Neenella nodidiyana court alli." "Nodidin sir, nimma point ne ellaru repeat madidare." At least ಒಬ್ಬನಿಗಾದರೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ ನಾನು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. He was happy. But an element of sadness you see in him. See, this is the difficulty at times. And to add to it, A judge should have, as I told you, a few of them like honesty, integrity, favor none, fear none. He should have two more qualities. One is time management in the present day system.
Okay.
The second important aspect is listen to what is being said in the court.
Okay.
Don't go on giving sermons. Don't exhibit your knowledge. Isn't it?
Correct.
Then your capacity to receive, that receptivity, if I can use the word, gets down to zero level. You are not concentrating on the case, but you are concentrating on exhibiting your knowledge. That is not very important. Sometimes I have seen judges talking too much in the court.
In the court.
I have also seen judges, I don't want to name them because it may hurt them, quoting from various authors all over the world, you can guess, but relevant to the case. Not exhibiting his knowledge.
But what is relevant for the case
is relevant for the case
is what is to be said.
Among the top thinkers in the world, how they have visualized. That is how he thinks, channelizes. That's a great quality one should appreciate. There are people who go on talking and talking.
Yeah, that is of course, we cannot do anything about it. Each one has to possibly reflect and evolve.
Can I give you another example?
Yes, sir, please.
It may hurt a few people.
Okay.
But when this Land Reforms Act came in,
that is the latest amendment of
74 Land Reforms Act, the validity was challenged.
Questioned.
It was before Honorable Justice E.S. Venkatramaya, one of the greatest judges we have seen.
Okay.
Absolutely highly knowledgeable on any aspect in the world.
Okay.
I have immense respect for him. I have touched his feet several times.
Okay.
He's a great judge. He was hearing that case. So many senior lawyers from Bombay, Delhi came and argued. He was not convinced.
Okay.
Then everybody, started thinking, are we having bankruptcy in our Bangalore bar?
Okay.
Then finally, K.S. Savnur, who is no more,
I see.
engaged in one case of his. He had only one perhaps that time. Mr. G.B. Raikar.
Oh, okay. That is, yes, sir. Yes.
A very, very persuasive, aggressive.
His son also practices.
Yes, don't care less kind of a lawyer. He was very, very bold. And then he started arguing on Monday. He stood up. Then Honorable Justice Venkatramaya said, Mr. Raikar, have you seen this Constitution bench judgment? It's a constitutional question, validity, legislative competence and all that. The matter went on and on. Every time Justice would give him one book, one citation.
As a read this and come.
Read that and read this and read that. By Friday lunchtime, he was exhausted. Then he asked Mr. Raikar, Mr. Raikar, have you finished? Shall I proceed to judgment? Mr. Raikar said, where is it, my lord? I have not even started.
Okay.
I was only reading the judgments. Your lordship told me to read. If you are now completed, I will
start my argument.
And he argued it should be set to the credit of that great judge that he admitted and granted stay. And somebody else, in this profession
would have got offended or
no. Somebody else minted money, built a huge house.
Oh, okay. Yes.
He had hundreds and thousands of cases. Then I organized by collecting, of course, money from various lawyers, dinner for Mr. Raikar.
Oh, for having admitted and got stay for
having
that
done that work
matter.
in Kaveri Continental Hotel.
That's on Cunningham Road.
Yes.
Is that the one?
Yes.
So that's nice, sir. So
these things happen.
These are the happy moments of our profession.
Correct.
And I think whatever we are today is because of this profession.
True.
And it has given us immense.
So much.
And I only want to tell viewers that if you have shared any bitter moments of the profession, it is only for the development of profession and not to degrade any one person or any particular thought or anything.
You hit the nail on the head.
So that it should always be a source of inspiration for them to do it better, what I think the previous generation couldn't do, or the present generation like me couldn't do, and what the senior generation will look at these mistakes and maybe correct it. And for the glory of our profession, sir, I am so privileged that one of the greatest, I really can't explain probably for more lack of words. I can only say the greatest erudite person in this profession.
I'm very, very grateful to you.
That you have agreed to do this for us. And for many more such conversations, I seek your blessings.
Always.
And thank you very much for this conversation, sir.
I'm greatly honored. And I thank VAKEELA VAHINI and you and our good friend Dr. Hegde and the rest of the crew for giving me
So
this chance.
people who want to subscribe also can
Yes.
kind of subscribe this, which has got, and they kind of encourage a lot of youngsters, sir.
That's right.
A lot of youngsters writing their articles whom I had not seen. I'm getting introduced to them from this magazine, and I think this is the only magazine that is active now in the courts. So, well, we'll wish them also all the very best, and I also should thank them for allowing me to have this conversation. Thank you, sir.
They are doing a great job, and
Okay, sir.
all my support is always there.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
very much.